Alright, Section 5, Electrical Equipment 93, Current Collector Installation Rule number 134. Current collectors insulated adequate with the locomotive struck for the maximum voltage carry with the conductor for the pantograph with the range of the they can be operated with the engineer motor man. Usual proper plate for the cab of the pantograph that automatically arises with the relief to provide with the automatic locking device that hold them while in down position. Enter each pantograph with the operating with the overhead with the trial with the wire with the provide with the device with the locking with the grounding with the pantograph. When the load of the position will be applied with the release only with the position when the operator will have the clear view of the pantograph with the roof of the boom mounting with the roof of the pantograph, shoe with the crack with the badly worn contact, shoe with the defect with the worn will not be continuing, shoe with the leaky defect with the pantograph operating cylinder connection with the air hose will be continued with ensure the air hose with the additional length with the forward with the proper insulation. 94 trolley hooks and installation rule number 135. Trolley pole hook substantially bolted in place with the adequate insulated with the locomotive structure will be provided with a hold and play at pole while in down position when the locomotive is equipped with one trolley pole. Each pole will be equipped with a device grounding pole will be secured with a hook referred to in A above, which can be applied with a release only in the position where the operator have a clear view of the trolley pole with a roof without mounting a roof. Each trolley pole will be provided with a suitable rope with a retrieve with a trolley catcher with the provided with the pole with you with the locomotive in motion. Left of the rope is done with a constant observation where trolley wire carry with more than 750 volts. Each trolley rope is insulated with the pole for the maximum voltage carry with the trolley wire with the trolley invariably burn warped holes and with the broken, badly worn wheels will not be continued within service. Alright, 95, de-energized shoe with rule number 136 with the locomotive equipped with the both third rail and the overhead collector of the third rail shoes will be de-energized with the orientation with the current collection from the overhead conductor not with the intermittent with the third rail overhead. Third rail shoe with the beams loose bracket with the split with the cracked over with accumulation of the extraneous matter with the conductor the short circuit will not be continued in service. Alright, 96, emergency pole rule number 136. Each locomotive equipped with the pantograph with the operating overhead trolley wire will have the suitable emergency pole operating with the pantograph with the part which safely handled will be marked. This pole protected with the moisture will not be used. Each locomotive equipped with the third rail shoe will have suitable device for insulating current with the collecting and operating with the third rail when desired. 97, the lightning resistor rule number 138. The current supply continually taken overhead with the conductor lightning protection not provided with against line with a rope will defect with afford adequate protection from the locomotive. Each of the locomotive of the unit will be provided with a suitable lightning arrestor. The section with the freezing weather is accounted with the lightning arrestor will not be required with locomotives until between November 1st and March 1st. Current collector cable will be tapped with lightning arrestor at the point with near the overhead current collector as possible. Lightning arrestor will have the adequate ground conductor of the not less than number 63 American wire gauge running straight to the line to the ground as possible, protected against the mechanical injury but not in metal conduity. 98, ground and metal parts rule number 139. All ungrounded, non-current carrying metal parts which are subject to becoming charged electrically, which are not thoroughly insulated, will be grounded. 99, guard current carry parts rule number 140. All current carrying parts connected in current circuits will be potentially more than 150 volts, will be isolated, insulated, guarded against accidental contact. 100, doors and cover plates marked dangerously rules number 141. All doors, cover plates, guiding high tension equipment and securely fastened in place with the cap of the mark with the word danger for the shading with a normal voltage carried with the part so protected. 101, hand-operated switches, rule number 142. All hand-operated switches carrying current with a potential more than 150 volts, which may be operated with the underload, which enclosed the cabinet, probably covered by operated from outside, where the means will provide also show that where the switches are open, closed, the switch may be operated while the underload will be the guard with against the accidental connection that can be kept plain with the mark with the words must not be operated done with the load, stating the voltage carried. Circuit breaker, contactor, fuse will be maintained suitable condition. Service will be located with the guard of the person may be not injured for the operation. Oil type circuit breakers will be maintained in safe, suitable condition. R102, jumper, the rule number 143. Jumpers and cable connections between the locomotive units will not allow the hang of one on the free cable connections between the units. All the jumpers claim with the inspection tested as often as the conditions required to maintain the shape of the suitable conditions, so not less than frequently once every 3 months. Even the jumper the carrying with the current have potential 600 volts or more. When test immersed in cable, the portion of the wire subjecting each conductor with another to the wire with a difference potential not less than 1 3/4 time of the normal working voltage with not less than 1 minute with the date plays with the inspection of the testing essential label legibly on the jumper with a 10 with a metal tag against the securely to the jumper. Cable connection between the unit and the jumper. Any of the following defects will continue with the strip with the broken badly with the shaft, the insulation broke with the defective plug with the receptacle with the terminals broke with the routing stand of the wire jump with the improper length with 103 motors and generators rule 144. Motor generators fastened and screwed to the plate for the axle collars will be maintained tightly with the axle bearing with the armature bearing caps will be bolted securely in place with the motor generator. Any of the following defects will not be continued. The screw of the broken loop with extensively worn bearings, successfully sparking, flashing over the communicator, defective collector ring brush hole with the yoke insulator with loose broken armature coil with the bands or wedges. 104 Transformer Rule number 145. Transformers fastened securely in place with the liquid-filled transformer. The related piping will be maintained freely with leak. Liquid maintain proper level of transformer cable. The rheostat and grid resistor. Rule number 146. The rheostat and grid resistor will maintain the free with accumulation of the direction and matter. 106 voltmeter, the ammeter. Rule number 147. The all voltmeter ammeters the unit that receive the power with the outside of the test of whenever the irregularity report with not less than frequently once every 6 months. The voltmeter ammeter of the unit that's driven the power generated the unit will be tested whenever the irregularities is reported not less than frequency once every 12 months. Meter readings more than 5% of the error will be corrected. 107 the insulation dielectrical test. Rule number 148. Insulation dielectrical test of not less than 1 minute duration applied with not less than once every year to all circular parts of the carrying current with a potential more than 150 volts applied with a circuit other than motor generator windings will be not less than 75% above the normal working pressure. Voltage. The voltage applied with the windings will not be less than 50% above the normal working voltage, and careful examination will not be made. Any of the weakness of the indication all the defects remedied before locomotives put into use. 108 Installation Inspection Rule number 149. A careful inspection of all visible insulation and electrical connections will be made not less than once every month, and all defects repaired. Section 6 Internal Combustion Engine. Testing.